I'm finally done with high school. I finally found what I wanted to do. I want to design games. So that's why I'm going to start these videos where I talk about what I made and share my opinion on other games. In this one, I want to show you what I eventually made for the game design assignment and share my thought process. So for this assignment for my school, I got to choose from 3 target audiences. One was lonely elders, another was for a game for if you went for a fun day with your parents, and the last one was children in a hospital. After seeing the options, I tried to think of some game ideas and only found a good one for the children. So I chose for that one. I kinda lost my sketchbook with the first drafts for this, but it's no biggie since the end result is really bad anyway. I just sent the examiners a short clip of what my prototype looked like, since I was stalling this task because I was busy with my last exams and stressing over those. The end result was pretty garbage if I do say so myself, especially looking back at it like almost a month later. In that short time, I got back into Unity a lot better than I was at the time. So I don't really want to show it to you, but just for a little bit should be fine. There you go, that was a second of it, that should be enough. No, but seriously, the idea of the game is to collect enough green arrows to win, while the red arrows make you jump involuntarily. So the fun here is to find a path where you can catch the most green arrows in the shortest amount of time. And the prototype looks really bad because the only coding I did was moving the cubes for the well, which was an aesthetic element, not even necessary. So the well is where you actually collect the green arrows, so you're supposed to grab green arrows, then go to the well, and then they go in there, and then you gain points, and then you go back. That's the idea. I also coded the moving ball, so the character of this game, with a left and a right and a jump. I don't even have any hit detection for like the ground, so you can just jump and keep jumping. So I just kind of faked being only able to jump once. And in the clip, you could probably see that I kind of jumped where the red arrows were, but not consistently and kind of weirdly always. So the red arrows weren't even coded properly, they didn't actually work, they just looked like red arrows. And lastly, I coded the arrows actually spawning. So I just made an instantiate code and just a gigantic area above the player, and I just spawned them all there, and then they just slowly fell down like if they were being spawned in. So yeah, that's all the coding I did, and because of that, besides that, this prototype has quite a few problems, such as I cried a few times where there aren't any green arrows, which means the game's in a standstill and you're just doing nothing during the game, which is boring. The original concept for this game was to be able to play it with different amounts of people, from solo to like up to 15 kids. So I was planning on scaling the area so it would actually fit and have mechanics that would allow for interaction between fellow players to give each other a boost by jumping on or against each other. However, there's not even an example of that mechanic present in the prototype. The background looks disconnected and there isn't an overall team that fits the game. But this is not too worrisome since it's a prototype where nothing is finalized yet. But the prototype doesn't even show a score or even actually picking up the arrows. And finally, sometimes green arrows will spawn right next to each other, so the game becomes way too easy. And because of that, it looks boring to play. So that's kind of a quick breakdown of the assignment game I delivered. Next video I'll talk about my next iteration that I started from scratch. See ya.